Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Events of the Week, an edition that looks at stories we covered in the week. I'm Naomi, chisengela mwanza. The Media Owners Association of Zambia, MOHAZ, has sent down-to-earth congratulations to all journalists and broadcasters on the World Press Freedom Day, which falls on the 3rd of May. MOHAZ President Costa Mwanza says on this day, his association celebrates with the Friends of Pen their invaluable contributions that they play of informing, educating, and entertaining various publics.
We, the Media Owners Association of Zambia, MOHAZ, wish to extend our heartfelt congratulations, appreciation, and gratitude to all our hardworking journalists, broadcasters, media practitioners, and general workers in the media industry on the occasion of the World Press Freedom Day 2024. This year's celebrations fall under the theme, A Press for the Planet, Journalism in the Face of the Environmental Crisis. We celebrate the invaluable contributions of media professionals who tirelessly strive to uphold the principles of free speech, transparency, and accountability in our society. Your dedication to uncovering the truth, disseminating accurate information, and holding power to account plays a vital role in promoting democracy, fostering dialogue, and empowering of citizens. Now, despite these numerous challenges and obstacles we face, including threats to our safety as journalists, legal constraints, economic pressures,
and MOHAZ says despite the numerous strides the media plays, climate change has diluted its success story due to high cost of fuel that media houses have to pay to ensure smooth running of their radio and TV stations is achieved. Mr. Mwanza once more.
the high cost of fuel, which poses significant obstacles for media operations in Zambia. It is no longer cheap to gather news, nor is it no longer cheap or indeed easy to keep the lights on, as well as to keep the TV screens on. The current load shedding regime, which sees over up to 8 hours power outages daily, severely disrupts the operations of media houses across the country. Reliance on generators to keep operations running during power outages incurs substantial additional costs, further straining already limited resources. Moreover, recent increases in fuel prices have exacerbated the financial burden on our media organizations, making it increasingly challenging to sustain operations.
Jesuit Center for Theological Reflection, JCTR, says the Basic Needs and Nutrition Basket, BNNB, for a family of 5 stood at 10,348 kwacha in the month of April. JCTR Social and Economic Development Manager Muchimba Siamachoka says this is a 255 kwacha 14 ingwe reduction from the nutrition basket of March 2024. Ms. Siamachoka gives us more details.
The cost of living for a family of 5, as measured by the BNNB, now stands at 10,348 kwacha 0.08 ingwe for the month of April 2024, representing a 255 kwacha 0.14 ingwe reduction in the basket compared to March. The reduction in the basket was primarily attributed to lower charcoal prices, and it was observed that the price of some food items reduced, notably the price of vegetables and fruits such as apples and oranges. The persistently high cost of commodities in the market, as underscored by the BNNB, remains a pressing concern. This reality is particularly alarming.
We now take a break. Do stay with us.
Worried of where you can sell your goods and services? Take heart. Advertise on Roots FM Radio Selling Point. Selling Point offers competitive prices in which you can market. What are you waiting for? Advertise your goods and services now, and you will never regret. Call the marketing line on 0977 124063, 0955 124063. Roots FM, your only traditional and cultural radio station.
Welcome back. This is Events of the Week. 5 dogs have mauled a 3-year-old girl to death in Ballastone Park in Lusaka. We have more in this report.
5 dogs have ended the life of a 3-year-old girl of Ballaston Park in Lusaka, where she played at her friend's house in the neighborhood. Tumelo Chokwe and her brother went to play at their friend's house within the neighborhood when she was attacked by the vicious dogs. The said dogs have torn her body apart. Stakeholders have expressed worry at the death of the minor. Operation Young Vote OIV Executive Director Ges Nyirenda says, however, this is not time for citizens to start pointing fingers at who is to be blamed for the loss of the child. Mr. Nyirenda believes all stakeholders should come to reason and find a lasting solution by taking care of both the pets and the children.
You see, what is really important here is that if we are going to find or look for someone to blame, I think we will not find solutions. But I think the issue is that each of the stakeholders has a very unique and important responsibility on the security of the children, not just security of any other citizen, whether it's an elderly person or a child. And the parent is very key in ensuring that they secure their children. The security of the children is tip-top. But also those that keep pets, whoever keeps a pet, I think it's important that they secure them and they shouldn't interfere with humans, any form. Sometimes even just without, biting them and smuggling them, they end up giving diseases sometimes that we may not understand because of probably some contact with some of these pets. So it's important that the owners of these pets, they take serious precautions on security, on ensuring that these pets are secluded.
However, good vocabulary appears to disappear at the opposition Adedo party. Adedo Vice President Daniel Nyati is disturbed at the loss of Tumero.
This is worrying because of late we've had those reports of dogs killing people, human beings. If you remember, not so long ago, I think there was another family which was attacked somewhere in Millwood, that side. And now to hear of another story again where a child has been mauled by dogs, it is worrying. I think there's need to revisit the policy, the law that allows people to keep such pets at home. Or rather, the owners must be penalized, really. Because we cannot be keeping vicious dogs that have got capacity to take away life. Dogs are meant for security, and that security is just to alarm the situation so that people are able to wake up and be able to attend to their security issues. But now that we are having dogs, these dogs are vicious. They're not supposed to be paid. For us, we call upon the government to revisit the policy.
Isaac Atukula, Mighty Roots FM News, Lusaka.
The opposition Socialist Party is disappointed that NIMA has reduced some of the services it was providing to citizens. Chanda Chaikatisha, Socialist Party 2026 Mandevo Hopeful, notes that reducing services that NIMA was providing is sickening.
When NIMA was introduced, many of us were actually delighted and we were able to make that contribution so that we could get some meaningful medical care. Now, if you've noticed what is happening in this government under the UPND is that everything that they touch is just turning into negatives. The latest addition to that is the NIMA, which now, for reasons that I'm sure they will labor to explain, they have now removed certain benefits from the NIMA service. Now, you have to remember that NIMA itself, its motto is no one left behind. So I struggle to understand what it is that NIMA and the government at large is trying to do by restricting the service, the number of options of service that one can get. For instance, the spectacles, which you will not be able to get anymore. So how are we going to look after our population if we cannot address these fundamental health issues?
A caller to the roots of the matter has taken a swipe over sentiments attributed to Mr. Benson Sakala on his wife Vivian Sakala. Mr. John Peary wonders why Mr. Sakala acted that does not suit a man who has merged mistakes by taking an injurious position after his wife beat his girlfriend. He has been sharing his grave concerns to Chilengwa Ngulube.
Choyamba imwakazi simunachite bwino girlfriend mwamuna ngati ana girlfriend simakonka kwendo chitapu kuja chija chimalangiza kusalangiwa chimalangiza kuchita zinthu mochipanziru simunachite bwino munalakwa koma apa ine nasowa ine mwanisiya panjira mphambano napeza kuti iyi nkhani ni ababiri aba mukazi uja umenyewa na mukazi nanga amuna bangenapo bwanji kuti amuna apereke mashani apereke ndondomeko izamene anakamba kuti mufunika muchitesolo muchitiso bapezeka bwanji amuna apa inali ni ishu ya omenya na omenyewa babiri kukambisana kuto ninakuchimwira nikururukire leni chili kuruja kumkururukira mzake olo kusamkururukira muri monse mwamene angazitengere koma amuna apereka qualification yokamba kuti chikwati chichite bwanji mulipire bwanji vangena bwanji amuna apa so imwe banje ya mukazi ine nakuuzani kuti ava amuna avakulangizani poela kuti uyu mukazi uyu mwana wanu siwamukonda ava vakonda uja girlfriend so chiri apa ava amuna afuna ukwatira uja girlfriend so afuna apange muchokero wabwino wakuti mukazi achokeyeka pa nyumba apa kuti vangenesepo mukazi uja wamene anapandiwa uja.
Mr. Andrew Tembo has his own viewpoints.
Apa chakhalokoma chifukwa milandu uyu waonekeratu kuti ni mlandu wa ndalama chinakakhala choyipa chakuti mlandu nuwofunika wa magazi kaili milandu ichikambati pali milandu iwiri so ava vakazi ava nzoona monga mwananenera onse vanthu apa ncwabwino kwakuti mchokepo mfunefune ndalama mwalipire anzanu timanena nthawi zambiri kuti ngati munthu wachita choyipa monga chanana chitawo asakala nkwabwino imira pa imwe mwekha mwa awiri mkati mwa chikwaticho omba mwaona munatonthika na anzanu awo kuda anzanu alipo apa nthawi zino palibe mwayimirira mwekha khalani maso imwe vanthu mvikwati vimatha chifukwa cha anzathu amene timakhala nawo pafupi amatiuza nzeru zamene iwo anzathu sangachite koma iwo ukazichita amakutalamuka ali ngati satana so imwe amayi funa nchabe ndalama mukalipire munalakwa nawo asakala inde ngati apita pabwalo apo kodi chinadzetsapa kuti apite pabwalo nchani anafunika kukhalirana pansi nubwereraso kumakolo kule vaja amene anapereka mvikwati kuti awa.
Finally, Battle Cry for Zambia has expressed worry that parents have continued defiling their children in the country. The religious faith organization is saddened that parents have U-turned on their role as protectors of their children. O'Brien Mayambo is Battle Cry for Zambia Executive Director.
In the first place, as the Battle Cry for Zambia, we are quite certain to see that these cases have continued because parents are the one who's supposed to be able to be the protector to their children. As Battle Cry for Zambia, I believe that there's a need for more sensitization on a lot of parents that, parenting requires you as parents to protect your children, not to destroy them or to do things on them which are not good. So I think as Battle Cry for Zambia, we want to state that I think there is more teaching which need to be done to the parents.
That's all we could accommodate on the events of the week. An edition that looks at stories we covered in the week. Thank you for your time. I'm Naomi, chisengela mwanza. Goodbye.
Worried of where you can sell your goods and services? Take heart. Advertise on Route 7 Radio Selling Point. Selling Point offers competitive prices in which you can market. What are you waiting for? Advertise your goods and services now, and you will never regret. Call the marketing line on 0977 124063, 0955 124063. Roots FM, your only traditional and cultural radio station.